Foundation Decentralized Trust virtual meetup. We're going to have a discussion about blockchain foundations with Hedera, certification and hackathon opportunities. We have some speakers from Dar Blockchain, and with that, I will hand it off to Youssef. So Youssef, thank you for presenting today.
So, thank you very much, David, for this presentation. So, hello, my name is Youssef, and I'm Hedera Technical Lead at Dar Blockchain, which is Web3 hub focusing on building Web3 communities and decentralized applications. So, today our session will cover the Hedera Africa Hackathon with a huge prize pool of $2 million, one initial prize pool of $1 million. And we also added another $1 million in form of VC investment from a North African VC. And we're going to also talk about the free Hedera certificate, because this certificate will allow you to participate to this huge hackathon. And with that, I want to share with you the link of the certificate that we have created specifically for LFDT. Here's the link, everyone. Now let's jump into the platform. So to enroll to this certificate, it's really easy, guys. You just need to put your first name, last name, email, the company or the university you work or study at, your phone number, the code, of course, you should leave it as it is, LFDT. Regarding the wallet address, you can leave this field empty since it's not a mandatory field. Finally, you just need to enter your password and confirm it, okay? So I'll let you 1 or 2 minutes to do that. Meanwhile, if you have any question, you can directly type it into the Zoom meeting chat, okay? I'll be glad to help you guys. Let me take a look at the chat. I hope that you all clicked on the link. So I see that more participants are joining. So for those who just joined us, I just want to tell you that I dropped in the Zoom meeting chat the link of the free Hedera certificate that will allow you to participate to the Hedera Africa Hackathon with a huge prize pool of $2 million. So it's the biggest tech event that ever happened in the African continent, okay? So it's really a huge opportunity for you guys. Either you're a student, developer, you can take your chance, huh? We are talking about $2 million. So Mustafa is saying internal server error. Can you clarify more, please? Because I didn't get it. Also, for those that enrolled in the certificate, please just type enrolled in the chat, okay? So that we can move on. So Mustafa, can you tell me more about the issue that you had? Same. Logged in, I see course and exam. Okay. I fill my info and press enroll, and that's what I get.
Youssef, maybe you could give, for the people who are running into errors, maybe you give them your contact information and we could take that part, the
Sure.
troubleshooting offline.
Yeah, of course. I'll send you my email address and my Discord and even my Telegram. Also, if you can send the Discord link or Dhikr of the Hedera Africa Hackathon, So if you have any other question or if you need help, you can directly send your issue to us there, okay? So I'll type my Discord and my email address. Okay, so someone said I missed the link. All right, so I'll send you the link once again. I don't know if it's same issue as Mustafa internals. Okay. Yeah, well noted, guys. So thank you very much for reporting this this issue. I'll see that with the Hedera Hashgraph team. But let me tell you more about the certificate. So after completing the certificate, guys, you'll be able to understand the fundamentals of Web3. By that, I mean that you'll gain a comprehensive understanding of Web3 and how it differs from traditional web technologies. You'll also be able to master Hedera's unique features by understanding the distinct advantages and features of the Hedera Hashgraph network. You will also be able to navigate Hedera's architecture by acquiring in-depth knowledge about Hedera's network architecture, including nodes, services, and how transactions are processed. You will also be able to implement smart contracts. You will learn how to write, deploy, and interact with smart contracts on Hedera, of course, using several languages such as Solidity, JavaScript, and other. You'll be able to create and manage tokens, of course, on Hedera. So
Sorry,
now,
sorry to interrupt, Youssef, but if you're sharing your screen to show people the certification information, I'm just seeing the Zoom window right now.
all right, yeah, I might be not sharing. Yeah.
There, thanks.
So now let's talk about the course outline. We have you'll have to learn 10 modules, and after learning the Hedera core concepts, the Hedera architecture, the Hedera smart contract service, you'll be able to pass the final assessment. Now let's talk about the final assessment. So it's gonna be a multiple question quiz. You'll need to pass 100 questions, and you need to get at least 70 questions right. By that I mean that your score must be at least 70% to get this free certificate. I'm sure many of you now will tell me, what are the opportunities that can bring me this certificate in the future? So first, you can start by applying to developer jobs, for example, in Hashgraph Association itself or in Hedera itself, or even in any other Web3 company, okay? Because this certificate is recognized, you can also put it on your LinkedIn profile. And besides that, we have offered many opportunities in the past. For example, I can mention that in summer 2024, we have picked 10 random Hedera participants certified, and we have offered them a travel to Switzerland, where they went to the Hashgraph Association, and they learned a lot about Web3, Hedera, and all that. We also did the same initiative this year. We sent 10 lucky certified members to Switzerland once again, and we also sent another 10 to Cape Town, okay? And right now, the biggest opportunity that is happening is the Hedera Africa Hackathon. So now I'll send you another link, which is the link of the hackathon. So you can register to the hackathon simply by clicking on register as a hacker in the page that I will send you, okay? So Let me go back to Zoom quickly. So here's the link, guys, okay? Do you need to be from Africa? This is a question that I get a lot. So actually, no. You can participate remotely. You don't need to be in Africa, okay? Thank you, Vishnu, for your question. So let's go back, now talk about the hackathon. So first, before talking about the hackathon, I wanna quickly make sure if you all have registered to the hackathon. Hopefully you didn't have any trouble like you did for the certificate earlier. Do you have any question maybe regarding the registration to the Hedera Africa Hackathon, guys?
Hello, Youssef.
Hello, Firas. How are you?
How you doing?
Great.
I'm sorry I was late, guys. I had another meeting and
Welcome
I
with
just
us.
joined. Thank you so much. Youssef, could you catch me up?
Yeah. So I already told the LFDT community about the first opportunity, which is the free Hedera certificate, and now
Yes.
I'm sharing with them the link of Dora Hacks, and they are registering right now. Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Do you have any question, guys, about the hackathon? I'm sure you have like tons of questions. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I see the question in the chat, right?
Yeah, they are asking their questions in the chat. I already responded to some questions. So, guys, this is your opportunity to ask any question you have regarding the certificate or even the hackathon, okay? So, meanwhile, I just want to tell you about the tracks and challenges of this hackathon. So, participants can choose from 4 tracks. The first one is on-chain finance and real-world assets. So, it's about creating better financial tools using Hedera DLT, so participants can build apps for lending, borrowing, or sending fiat and crypto. This is the first track. The second track is titled DLT for operations, so it focuses on using Hedera DLT to improve how things work in areas like healthcare, farming, and supply chains. Okay. The third one is immersive experience, and here we are talking about gaming and NFTs. So developers can make games where players earn rewards. Here we are talking about play to earn games. I'm sure you heard about Sandbox, Decentraland, and many others. So you can also create virtual worlds or design digital collectibles using NFTs. And the final track is titled Artificial Intelligence and Decentralized Physical Infrastructure. So it's combining artificial intelligence with decentralized systems. Participants can build smart apps that learn and improve over time, and they can also use the Hedera AI agents. Okay. So
Thank you, Yusuf. I think we have
yeah,
a question. Anya said, like, I'm trying to register for the course. What do I put in here? For the code input, just leave it as it is. Okay. For the wallet address, it's not required. Like, the wallet address in case of you want your certificate to be minted as NFT. Okay. If you don't have already a Hedera wallet, it's okay. You could like skip it and yeah, and put submit the form directly without filling the wallet address. Thank you. Do we get the certificate through email? Yes, actually, Menace. Yes, you get an email will be sent from the Hedera Foundation. If you pass the test, the certificate would be there. Yeah. The certificate is free, correct? Yes, Angelina. Yes, it is actually free. You can
absolutely.
get it for free. And actually, it is very, yeah, it will be very, very useful if you will participate in this hackathon because it will introduce you to all of the SDKs and all the technology that basically you will be needing in order to develop your project. So for sure, yeah, it's free and yeah, it's very useful. And if you wanna like, yeah, showcase it on your LinkedIn, you could share it as well and be registered in the pool, very big pool of developers that uses like the Hedera ecosystem. So yeah. Is there any other questions? Is there any other question about the tracks, guys? Like the tracks, are they like clear for you? Is there any questions? We have four tracks, four main tracks, like RWA, DLT for operation, immersive experience, yeah, on-chain finance and real-world assets, so RWA basically. DLT for operations, immersive experience, which could be a game, metaverse, whatever you like. And AI and deepen, decentralized infrastructure. So yeah, hi, I just joined. Can you share?
You need the link of Hedera
I,
Hacks, you mean?
yeah, I think. Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'll
think
send it right now.
that's what he meant. What is the
Yes.
difference between bill and register as hacker? Yeah, the bill is like um means like the build, the project, okay?
The
So
submission, let's
yeah,
say.
the submission, okay? And register as a hacker means like you are just registering as a hacker and maybe you don't have a team yet or something like that. But after the registration, you could send your build or your project that will be analyzed after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Irvin, for sharing the link. Is webinar streaming on YouTube? Yeah, I don't have an idea about that. Youssef, you could like, is this webinar on YouTube?
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
maybe David can tell us more about it.
Yeah, I just put the link in the Zoom chat.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
thank you, David.
So, have you
Um,
faced any issue, guys, while registering to the hackathon?
yeah,
If
as you
it's
can see,
good,
guys,
just say that it's good, okay?
this hackathon is already big. We have like 4,295 hackers, which
Yeah,
is a big
huge
number.
number.
Yeah, big number. Even like the Dora Hacks team called us, like they said to us, like this is a very good number, and it is actually one of the biggest hackathons in the world happening currently. So guys, please like don't miss this opportunity. Like there is a large prize pool for everyone, for every project, for every track. So please, if you have like any questions or by the way, if you missed the sessions that we usually do like daily and weekly sessions about different tracks, different technologies, etc., etc., you find it on YouTube. Okay, we are like uploading every session on YouTube, so you will find the recording there. And yeah, like don't miss this opportunity. Like it is a huge opportunity for everyone to launch their startups, to launch like their idea projects, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, yeah. How long does it run for? How can I define what to work on? Yeah, Anya, like usually like it happens like this. When you spot a hackathon, like you need to focus on what they are waiting from you. Okay, so this hackathon called like Hedera Hackathon. So it must like contain the Hedera technology, the Hedera Hashgraph technology. So you must use it in order to build your project. And Hedera is an infrastructure, so yeah, we need to build on Hedera. About the use case that you need to choose, it really depends on the use case that you find brilliant. Like there is four tracks. We have four tracks right now. Either a use case on chain finance, could be DeFi, could be anything in this sort. RWA, real world assets. Could you scroll a bit, Youssef?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. DLT for operation. Immersive experience could be a game, it could be a metaverse, could be whatever you want. AI or deepen. Okay, so it really depends on your like your choice. Okay, if you yeah, just what is the idea that you find brilliant that maybe you want to launch it as a project or something like that, or maybe launch it as a startup or something like that, and try to work on it. Okay, try to work on it, try to adapt it to the track, adapt it to the technology, make your use case, make your project, and just send your biddle. That's it. What is the team size in this hackathon? Uh, Yusuf, do you know this information?
What was the question?
The team size. The team
Yeah.
size.
Regarding the team size, it's from 1 to 7. So you can
1
go
to 7.
solo.
That's cool.
Yeah. Or you
1 to
can
7.
have
So that's
6
cool,
other
guys.
members with you. Okay.
Yeah, it could be like your team, few developers, like some in business field,
Yeah.
other people like in design or something like that, in order
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
make a
You
great
should
team.
have a well-balanced team, let's say.
Yeah, if you want to do that, please feel free. If you want to do it like solo, why not? Yeah. Is there any other question? When is the deadline? How long does it run for? So the hackathon launched like 2 months ago. Okay. And it's still how many days, Yusuf? Maybe 9 days or
So
something like that.
initially, the end was on September 30th, but we extended until October 15th. Okay.
That's cool. That's cool. So you
So
still
we
have
still
time,
have
guys.
like 3 weeks, let's say. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool actually.
Yeah.
So you still have
We
three
can build a
weeks.
lot, guys.
Yeah, yeah, definitely you could build a lot in 3 weeks. So you have this opportunity. Please grab it, guys, okay? It's true that we have like a lot of projects, there is competition, but like the prize pool is too big, so you could grab like a piece
Absolutely.
of that cake. Yeah, easily if you
Take your chance, guys.
yeah, take your chance. Take your chance. You never know. Take your chance. Is there any other questions? I think that's it for the questions until we get another one. Please proceed, Yusuf, if you have any other things to show.
Yeah, I think we
Let's talk
can.
about the rules. Let's talk about the rules if you want.
Yeah, the rules. Okay. Sure.
By the way, guys, if you like browse this link, you will find every information that you will be needing, okay? But we will do it with you and we will try to mention like the important things, okay?
Everything is in Dora Hacks, exactly.
Yeah. So dates and times, timing submissions, it's crucial. We don't
Yeah.
submit after the deadline. Okay, so that's very important. What else? Let me go to the important one, eligibility. Yeah, eligibility. You need to be eligible. That's for sure. What does that mean? If you are using Ethereum technology on a Hedera hackathon, that would not be eligible. So you need to work with the technology, like you need to respect the technology of the hackathon. Since it is called the Hedera hackathons, you need to build on Hedera. What else? The tracks. You need to respect the tracks, guys. Like we have like 4 tracks, okay? And you need to respect them because you need to choose one of the tracks when you submit. Okay, if you build a project and you will submit it in the form of the submission, you will select which track that you chose. Okay, so it's very important to respect the tracks. And other thing, please guys, because I noticed this in a lot of projects and there is like a lot of teams like in other hackathon that got eliminating from the first round, which is like making your repository not like public. They are submitting the build
Yeah.
with a private repository. So this is not
That's
acceptable.
really important. Yeah.
The jury could not judge your code. If they don't have access on your code, they cannot judge it. Okay, so just remind yourself, guys, that jury, they are people. Okay, so they will try to read the code, they will try to read the idea, the description, everything. Okay, so the more information you provide them, the greater the chance to be one of the winners. Okay, so it's very important that the repository of yours will be public and a readme attached to that repository means description of what you built. Okay, if you are building, I don't know, a marketplace, you talk about the marketplace, you talk about the use case, about the features, how you use the Hedera technology. I know it's not required, but like imagine the jury when they browse the code, like if they saw documentation before browsing, that would give them an idea, okay? And they will judge you more fairly, okay? So it's very important to mention these kinds of things, okay? That's very important. We have questions, I think. Can you submit for multiple tracks?
No,
Yeah, I don't
you
know
can't.
if that's feasible, guys. I don't know. Youssef.
I don't recommend it, actually. You should stick to only one track. It will be easier for you and for us to judge your project, okay?
Yeah, I mean, but sometimes like it happens, like your use case, like it could be submitted in one track or
Yeah.
two, like it happens,
Yeah,
right?
it can be like maximum 2 tracks, let's say.
Okay, two tracks. Okay, Anya, I think you got your answer. Okay, two tracks then. Okay, Renesh, hi, could you please reshare the links?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, please
So
go ahead.
this is the link of Dora Hacks, and I'll send you again the link of the session.
The judging criteria, yes. Go ahead. Please go send him the link. Send him a link.
Yeah, sure.
Are there
Great.
recorded sessions of training which are mentioned in the training agenda? If yes, then please share the links for the same. Okay. Youssef as well. I'm sorry, buddy. Uh, yeah, let's agree. Let's, for example, send all the links at the end of the session like that. You could do them all in once. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
great.
Perfect. We will send them just in a
Let's do it
few.
at the end, okay.
Bear with us. Bear with us. Okay. What else? What do we have else? Like judging criteria, like yeah, keep your like take your time reading these. It is very important in order to be eligible. I know it's long, but if you want, just copy paste on ChatGPT and he will tell you what to do exactly. So it's yeah. What else? Proceed, Yusuf.
Yeah, I think it's time that we introduce him a bit to the Hedera Hashgraph technology. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. If there
Okay.
is any questions about the hackathon, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat section, okay?
Okay, guys. First, let's see who already knows a bit about blockchain before starting and talking about the Hedera technology. I'm sure that many of you already heard about blockchain, so if you can tell us what do you know about blockchain exactly in the chat.
Is there anybody who used the technology before? 7 years. Oh my God, Mustafa. Okay, okay. We have a member with 7 years of experience, guys. That's cool.
Very
Oh,
good.
3 years of experience. That's cool, guys. Okay, okay. 9 years. Oh my God. Xavier. Okay, okay. Okay. Yes, I think the presentation would be tough for you, Youssef. Proceed, buddy. We have some experts in here. Go ahead, Youssef.
So I'll give you a quick definition of blockchain. So let's divide the word in two. We have block and chains. So the blocks are linked one to each other, forming a chain of blocks full of information shared and secured by many computers around the world. So, and we also say about computer nodes sometimes, okay? So you just need to think of it like a notebook that everyone can see and write in. But once something is written, it can be erased or changed without everyone agreeing, okay? So each page in this notebook is called a block, and the blocks are linked together in order, okay? So this is the definition I usually present to people
Yeah,
who don't
it
know
is
much
actually very, very
blockchain.
straightforward, guys. It's called blockchain.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you invert it like chain of blocks, and yeah, it is like blocks chained together via cryptographic hashes, okay? You could call it, I don't know, prints, fingerprints or whatever. And these blocks will contain informations. That's it. That's like the structure of a blockchain. Chained,
absolutely.
blocks chained together, and every block will contain information.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
yeah.
mainly used for cryptocurrency, of course, like Bitcoin, but it can also track anything important, like who owns what, who sent what, and when it happened in a safe and transparent way, okay? So when we say blockchain, we're not talking about cryptocurrency, okay?
Yes. Yeah. Is it stuck in the first slide, Youssef, or you are doing it on
Yeah.
purpose?
I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead. And today we're gonna talk about Hashgraph, which is another type of
Yeah, it's
DLT.
still stuck, Youssef. It's still stuck. We see the overview of Hedera
Yeah.
technology. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still not moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's start now with the presentation. Let's talk about Hedera itself. So what is Hedera? You just need to keep in mind that it's fast, secure, fair, and stable. So why do I say it's fast? Because it surpasses many major blockchains today in terms of transaction per second. It's secure because it uses the ABFT protocol, which stands for Asynchronous Byzantine Fault Tolerance. So it can withstand DDoS attacks, cyber attacks with the use of proof of stake, and it can also withstand spoofing attacks, okay? It is also fair because a few malicious nodes cannot affect the network. And finally, the price is stable because it is in USD, and the transaction fee is always 0.301 US dollar. Okay, so it's predictable for enterprises and developers, and both of
Yeah.
them really like that.
I have something to add, Youssef,
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
for everyone. I know it might be too slow for Xavier and Mustafa, but bear with me, guys, for the other people. Yeah, what is Hedera Hashgraph? Actually, 2009, we had Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is great. It's like blockchain, the first implementation of blockchain, immutable, decentralized, secure, etc., etc. 2014, I think, or 15, we had Ethereum, okay? Vitalik Buterin, which is like crazy guy. Like he invented this protocol called Ethereum, okay? And he added a layer of programmability, means on Bitcoin. Okay, we send transactions, everything is cool, but we cannot like deploy applications. If I want to build an applications fully on like blockchain, I cannot do it, okay? Because like I could not like put in those blocks, okay, chained together, I could not put code in there, okay? So Vitalik Buterin had this idea to add programmability to the Web3, okay? To the blockchain, sorry, to the blockchain. And like that, he opened the big gate of the Web3, okay, Web3 developers, because now people could develop on Web3, develop on blockchain, and we had jobs like smart contract developers, Web3 developers, blockchain architectures. So yeah, thanks to this guy we could develop things and put them on chain, okay? But this is called the second generation of blockchain, which is Ethereum, okay? After that, we had like a lot of blockchains like Ethereum, like Solana, BNB, like a lot of them. But they had like this problem in common, which is usually like, yeah, there is which we call the trilemma, okay? Scalability, decentralization, security, okay? Means we cannot find a blockchain secure, scalable, and decentralized, all of them at the same time. We find blockchains like blockchains secure and decentralized, but not scalable. And which is the case of Ethereum. It is secure, it is decentralized, but it is not scalable, guys. Come on, like the transaction, it takes you like nearly 20
Yeah,
seconds. Like you,
absolutely.
you cannot compare it to Visa or something like that. We are far behind. Other blockchains like Solana, it is faster, but it is less decentralized. Okay, it is very less decentralized. So like we have this big problem, which is the trilemma of Vitalik Buterin, we call it, okay? Until we found some other DLTs, okay, that solved actually this trilemma. One of them is Hedera Hashgraph. And these guys actually, they are crazy smart because, okay, we have blockchain, that's cool, but we will invent something else. They invented something else called the hash graph, okay, which is similar to blockchain, and it belonged to the family of DLTs, okay, distributed ledger technology, okay, and this hash graph, with this hash graph technology, they solved the problem of Vitalik Buterin. And as you can see, we have right now a DLT which is fast, means like 10k TPS transaction per second, which is a huge number, okay, and it is secure at the same time, fair and stable. Like the price is stable, guys. The price, like we are talking about the gas fees in here, like they are stable, like 0.301 per transaction. That's very cheap. Like I remember I had transactions back in 2017 and 2016 that cost me like 100 and $150 on Ethereum, okay, because of the congestion. We don't have congestion on Hedera. That's a big plus, okay? So Hedera in here speaks for itself. It is more scalable, more secure, more decentralized. I won't say more decentralized, but it is decentralized. And yeah, so it calls for thousands of use cases that could be built on this infrastructure. Okay. And that's why we are presenting this to you guys, because there was like a lot of use cases that we cannot simply migrate them to blockchain because, like, yeah, on Ethereum, it's not feasible. Like, transactions are pretty expensive in terms of gas fees, okay? They are not predictable, like these kinds of things. But on Hedera, like they made this possible and feasible, okay? That's why this era of the third generations of DLTs, like it opens a whole nother gate for use cases and developers. We have some question, I think. Hybrid or private blockchain? It is not private blockchain and it is not private blockchain, hybrid blockchain. So it is public and permissioned. We will talk about that later, okay? And gas fees on ETH, I didn't get that. What about Hyperledger? Hyperledger, it's very cool, like like blockchain, but yeah, it is like for enterprise edition, okay? If you want to create your own blockchain, okay, a private network or something like that, you go for Hyperledger. It is like a box of tools that gives you the tools to build your own blockchain. Like blockchain for a hospital, for example. You don't want to share your information for other people, okay? You don't want everybody to jump in and connect to the network, so you create for that a private blockchain, okay? And that Hyperledger is a good tool to do that, okay? And actually, it is the case of Hedera. If you want to build something private, it won't be completely private, but the information you could hash them, okay? Everybody could see it, but they don't understand what's going on, okay? So everything is feasible. Cheap for microtransactions. Actually, it is cheap for everything. It is cheap for everything. Like, it really depends of the transaction, of course, but it is actually still cheaper than a lot of chains on the current like ecosystem, because I tried a lot of ecosystems and Hedera is still like one of the cheapest one, okay? It really depends on your smart contract, of course, okay? If you have a lot of code on your smart contract, so there will be like a lot of computational power, so it is very obvious that your like transaction will be higher in gas fees, okay? But usually like the transactions, they are very, very cheap. To clarify Hyperledger, yeah, thank you so much,
Yeah, I
David.
see there's a quick, if you don't mind me jumping in, I see
Of
there's a
course.
question about how this is
Yeah, of
related to the
course.
Linux Foundation. Youssef, if you don't mind clicking on that link that I just put in the Zoom chat
Right.
to the LFDT website, to the projects page. So just to clarify, how Hedera is related to the open source community. So the Linux Foundation is a nonprofit organization that hosts, hundreds of different open source projects. In particular, there's one, oh, there we go. Thank you. One of the communities the Linux Foundation hosts is Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust. As the name suggests, this is a community for open source projects that relate to decentralized technologies. There's
Mhm.
a number of different projects here that you may be familiar with. We were just talking about Hyperledger
Yeah,
Fabric
Hyperledger, of course.
earlier. And to clarify, Hyperledger is not a specific thing. Hyperledger Fabric is a project, but there's a number of different other Hyperledger projects as well that
Yeah,
have the
like
Hyperledger name, like
Firefly.
yeah, exactly, Hyperledger Firefly. So Hyperledger Fabric is one of the different DLTs that you could use for a different use case. It's open source. You can use it for free. You can contribute to it. You can modify it for your uses, but there's other DLTs as well. Bezu, for example, is an Ethereum client you can use. And then there's Hiero to talk about how this is related to Hedera. If you scroll down some more, Hiero is another open source project that's hosted by the
Hiero, yeah.
Linux Foundation. It's a open source code base, and it is the code base that Hedera uses for their network. So if you are interested in the code, it's all open source. Again, open source means it's free to use, it's free to modify. You're welcome to come here and check it out. Just like Hedera is doing, Hedera is taking this code, the Hiero code, and then building a network on it. You can go in and use the Hiero code for your own uses as well, right? So that's how it all fits into the open source ecosystem for what Hedera is doing. It's built on these open source pieces, and the pieces are being hosted by the Linux Foundation.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, David,
Thank
for
you
the
very
explanation
much for this
and for the
presentation,
additional
basically.
clarification. That thank you so much. Firas
Yeah.
and Youssef, if you guys could share your LinkedIn's, of course, if you want, yes, of course, I will share it with you. Please proceed, Youssef. Meanwhile, I will share with
Okay,
you.
before moving on, I just want to mention that enterprises and financial institutions really love Hedera's price stability because it's cheap, stable, and easy to predict. Okay, unlike other blockchains where fees can jump up and down, this make it safer and smarter for business. Okay, because banks, fintech firms, and payment processors must comply with the regulation and the budget. Okay, so stable fees here mean less risk, better planning, and easier integration with legacy systems.
Yeah, that's something very important, by the way, which I want to highlight because
Yeah.
like there is a lot of like entrepreneurs and like project holders who want to migrate on Web3, but they are a little bit scared because they could not like they could not predict the gas fees of their transactions, okay? So they could not calculate, okay? But on Hedera, it's something else because the gas fees they are fixed to the price of the dollar, not the price of the H bar, okay? So that's something very cool. So there is no congestion, there is no such a thing. So it will make easier to migrate people like financial people and like yeah, especially banking applications, okay? And we have a lot of financial use cases on Hedera. Yeah, that's a little addition that I want to add. Go ahead.
Sure, yeah. Let's now talk about the different generations of the DLT. So per generation is, of course, Bitcoin with Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper in 2008. So Firas mentioned something really important. So in terms of the blockchain trilemma, Bitcoin is decentralized, secure, but unfortunately, it's not scalable. Same thing for Ethereum proof of work. So I just want to mention that Ethereum today is proof of stake. We had the merge in 2022, but when launching, it was a proof of work project. So here we can observe that there's a huge difference in terms of TPS when comparing the three generations: Bitcoin, Ethereum proof of work, and the Hedera Hashgraph. Also, the average transaction fee on Hedera is much cheaper. And of course, we shouldn't forget the energy use per transaction. So Hedera is much more sustainable than other two generations because simply it doesn't use proof of work. So let me quickly try to define what's proof of work. So usually miners will try to solve complex mathematical equations, and it requires a lot of electricity because they will use their GPUs. And here we can talk about today that there are many data centers which are mining Bitcoin. So you can think of an electricity of a whole country. It really consumes a lot of energy, okay? And the good thing about Hedera is that it uses another consensus algorithm, which is virtual
ABFT.
voting. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not ABFT. Yeah. They use the virtual voting algorithm. So as you can see, it's 0.004 watt-hour per transaction. So there's a
Yeah,
huge
it's pretty
difference.
clear that it is much less than the other chains.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's something very obvious. If you see the architecture on the certification guides, because there will be courses, okay? They will explain this in details, and yeah, it's very obvious that they use less computational power and energy, of course. Youssef, if you want to go to the next slide, please.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, this is the like the Hedera, yeah, the Hedera
Yeah.
token for investors. Like, yeah, by the way, guys, if you didn't notice, but Hedera is the top 20 on the crypto industry, by the way, okay? With 10 billion market cap, like it is huge, guys. It is huge, and look at the volume, guys. Like we are talking about like nearly 1 billion volume, okay? And that, like, yeah, this is like a screenshot, okay? If you go right now to the coin market cap, you should probably see like, yeah, even bigger numbers, okay? So, yeah, if you, for investment, it is actually a pretty good project. I would put my money on it, but yeah, this is not the purpose of the course. But just to
Yeah,
show
it's
you
not
guys
financial advice.
how, yeah, yeah, of course, no financial advices. But yeah, just like to show you guys like how big is Hedera. Like they are big. They are very big, okay? And they are investing a lot in developers like you guys, okay? They want to bring like developers, they want to bring projects, they want to bring volume to that chain, okay? So you guys could build on that chain, okay? And maybe be one of the use cases or top 10 use cases of Hedera. You never know, okay? I knew friends who started very small and now they are like in a very good spot on Hedera, okay? So yeah, if you go to the next slide, Youssef, please.
Sure.
Yeah, partners involved in Hedera initiative. Yes, this is very important, guys. If you can see in here, the not only partners, but actually nodes of Hedera. If you notice, like Bitcoin, for example, there is thousands of nodes around the world, okay? But we never heard about like Google owning a Bitcoin node or something like that, even though like it probably is, okay? But on Hedera, it's very different, okay? Because these are only the nodes existent on Hedera.
Yeah.
We have like, how many, Youssef? Like 36 or 40 or something?
39 exactly.
39, okay. We have
39, and we are
39
talking
nodes.
about big companies, okay? Like
Yeah,
Google,
39, yeah.
IBM.
It is decentralized. We have 39 nodes, and that's why, by the way, we called Hedera Hashgraph a permissioned blockchain.
Yeah.
Okay, for now, it will be permissionless in the future, but for now, it is permissioned, and yeah, means you cannot run your own node. Okay, but the nodes, the existing nodes, are these big companies. Okay, we're all talking about Google, Boeing, LG, UCL, Ubisoft. Okay, EDF, which is the French like energy company, like big company, like running these nodes. Okay, we are still early on Hedera. DGens, let's go. Okay. Okay, no financial advice, please. But yeah, I won't say DGen would go for Hedera though, okay? Because Hedera is pretty serious project, okay? So, but yeah, it is actually a good project. If you want to go, yeah, please feel free, but no financial advices. So yeah, returning to the topic, we are talking about big companies running these nodes, okay? Which gives more credibility to Hedera. It's actually cool, okay? So these nodes, they are using a consensus protocol in order to agree on which transaction will go next. Okay, pretty simple. If you go to the next slide, please.
Sure.
Yeah, overview of Dar Blockchain. So yeah, Dar Blockchain. It is founded in 2018, and these guys, like actually Jafar and Mohammed, like they worked on blockchain like way before. Okay, but yeah, they started this thing called Dar Blockchain, which is a Web3 hub. Okay, that supports the development of decentralized solution and Web3 initiatives across the MENA region. Okay, Middle East and Africa. Okay. And the vision is actually to empower like digital transformation, like Africa's digital transformation, and of course of the MENA region. Okay, so yeah, these are our boys, Jafar and Mohammed. Okay, as you can see, and yeah, you could connect them on LinkedIn. They are pretty cool guy, by the way, cool guys. Okay, and this is yeah, exponential science, which is yeah, very important to talk about exponential science. I don't know, Youssef, if you want to talk about it. It's not my field. This is section is not my field. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so exponential science is specialized in R&D, research and development. So they have made many research discoveries and advancements that drive innovation, transforming them into practical applications and groundbreaking products. And of course, they are co-organizers of the Hedera Africa Hackathon. Okay.
yes, they are yeah co-organizers with the Hashgraph Association.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
Hashgraph Association. Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, go check the website. They are
So
doing
they are
great
involved a
things.
lot into
Yeah, they
education
are
and
doing
innovation,
great
actually.
things. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go to the next slide, I think.
sure.
Yeah, this is the ODC. Okay,
Yeah.
please go ahead, Youssef.
We also have the Orange Digital Center. So it's empowering youth, women, and startups across the African continent and the Middle East. Okay. Their mission is to foster digital innovation and inclusion through trainings, prototyping, acceleration, and investment. And of course, they have planned for many physical hacking stations in Africa in around 20 countries. So you'll find 20 local hacking stations in different African African
Yeah, and
countries.
that's
All of
why,
them, they are
guys, we
part
say
of the
that this is
ODC.
one of the biggest hackathon because we
Yeah,
have multiple hacking stations all around the
absolutely.
world. Okay, this is why it is so big. Okay, and the prize pool actually it is big as well. So yeah,
Yeah. Let's move on.
about
So
Hedera Africa Hackathon. Yeah, go ahead.
here are some KPIs about the African continent. So the population is 148 billion. And of course, it's expected to reach 2.5 billion by 2050, sorry. Africa's young population with over 60% under 25. It's untapped resource for Web3 innovation. Over 50% of Africans are unbanked. So here we can talk about the second track of this hackathon, which is DLT for operations. What do you think, Firas? We
Yeah,
can really
yeah,
serve in the African continent,
of
right?
course, of course.
We also have a strong community culture, making Africa ideal for decentralized and peer-driven solutions. Also, Africa's minimal legacy systems enable rapid adoption of disruptive technologies like blockchain. And finally, we have challenges like inefficient governance, lack of supply chain transparency, and insecure identity systems that persists. So, our goal in this hackathon, as I said, is to put all Africa on the Web3 map, and why not try to reach all the African countries by offering the most accessible and efficient pathway thanks to the Hedera technology. So as I told you before, it's fast, secure, and cost effective, okay? Which
By the way,
facilitates,
I want to add
yeah,
something, Yusuf. I
sure.
think yeah, it might be sometimes confusing for a lot of people because like they hear the word Africa, Africa, but this hackathon actually for everyone. Okay, for everyone. I know this version is Africa, and there will be other versions in other
Yeah, absolutely.
continents. Okay, but it is for everyone. Everyone could participate. Everyone could participate with his use case. Okay, so feel free, guys.
Yeah, I already had a question like that before at the beginning of the session. Someone asked me that I'm not from Africa. Can I participate to the hackathon? Of course, anyone can participate to the hackathon remotely, but we'll be having physical local hacking stations only in Africa. Okay.
For African people, like they could
Yeah.
join like hacking stations, like local
Yeah, they
hacking.
can join physically.
They could even like go remote if they want. Okay, like everybody. Okay, but it is actually for everyone. The hackathon is for everyone.
Absolutely, yeah. It's open to anyone in the world.
I think we only have 4 minutes. I don't. Yeah, Fireflies is no. Yeah, he's warning us that the meeting is about to end. So I don't know if we
Okay,
try
so
to go
let's
fast, Youssef.
jump quickly. Already talked about the certificate. So let's talk about the hackathon's mission. It focuses on creating a vibrant community through collaboration on sustainable Web3 project, of course, in the Hedera ecosystem. So you must develop with the Hedera technology. Our main goals in this hackathon is to onboard 10,000 plus hackers to establish a robust talent pipeline. We also want to achieve at least 1,000 project submissions across diverse hackathon use cases. And we want to get at least 30 investable projects. By that, I mean that this project gets VC investments, okay? So the prize pool, as I said, is $2 million, an initial $1 million prize pool provided by the Hashgraph Association and Exponential Science, and another $1 million in format of VC investment from United Gulf Financial Services.
So if your use case is working and yeah, you want this hackathon, there will be continuation, guys. Okay, it won't be just a use case. Like we will
Absolutely.
make sure that you will launch your project. Okay, so if you have something in mind, this is the opportunity, guys. This is the opportunity.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Take your chance, guys.
Yes.
So,
The hackathon tracks, yeah, I think we already talked about that. Yeah. On-chain finance, reward asset like decentralized financial systems, asset tokenization if you want, yeah, for RWA or something like that. Financial inclusion as well. Let's go to the next slide.
so let's talk about the track prices.
Yeah.
The first place of each track will get $50,000. The second place will get $35,000. The third place will get $30,000. The fourth place will get $25,000. And finally, the fifth place will get $20,000. So this is about the track prices. So as we said, the second track is DLT for operations. I already
Yeah,
talked about
healthcare,
it.
agriculture, supply chain, or sustainability. And
Exactly.
same
So,
price pool for the same,
yeah.
like it is actually the same. Yeah, third one, gaming and NFTs, like play to earn games, okay? Metaverse environments, digital collectibles, community governments as well, or DAOs or something like that. What else? The fourth
And
one.
finally, AI in decentralized physical infrastructure. So as I told you, you can develop AI agents on Hedera or work on global deepen solutions. So
Yes, and they have pretty much a lot of tools that you could use in AI, guys. Okay.
and we also have cross-track prize. So first place will get $100,000. Second place will get $70,000. Third place will get $60,000. Fourth place will get 40,000, and the fifth place will get $30,000. And we also have a pot for exceptional performance with $60,000 as which is reserved for a team that demonstrates truly exceptional and groundbreaking work during this hackathon. Okay.
Yeah, there is a lot of prizes. Like there is a
Yeah.
lot of prizes. Like you could grab anything at any moment. Like, yeah,
Of
try it,
course,
guys. Try it.
one of our strategic pillars is orange. Okay. So I think that's it for the Hedera Africa Hackathon and for this overview on Hedera technology. I don't know, Firas, if you want to add anything.
Yeah, I don't have any addition to add, but if there is any question, guys,
Yeah,
please feel
let's
free.
get
I
some
think we want
questions,
to.
I guess. Yeah.
Or can we send a little overview for our upcoming project? You want to send a little overview. Okay, so I think there is mentors, okay? There is mentors on Discord that you could connect with, and you could have like even a meeting with them, and they could like give you feedbacks on your tell you what the right SDK to use or something like that. But on Discord, you will find everyone in there, okay? You ask question, you will get your answer, that's for sure, okay? And there is the mentors, okay? You will find them in the role. You could contact them directly. You can even contact me on LinkedIn, okay? I'm very responsive, so yeah. Sorry. Will the slide contents be shared? Youssef, I think we don't mind if we share with
Yeah,
them the
of course. I can share
presentation.
with them
Okay,
the slide.
we could do it. Yeah, 100%. Send
I'll
Discord
share
link.
it with David.
Yeah, and the Discord link, please, so
Yeah,
they
I'll
could.
share it right now, sure.
Yeah, insightful information session. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for following. And I advise everyone to like, please, like, just grab this opportunity. Like, doesn't happen every day, okay? So please just try it, okay? You never know. You could be one of the winners. Like we already showed you that there is a lot of prizes. Like we have 5 winners in every track without counting the other prizes, okay? And they are pretty big prizes, okay? So please guys, take your chances. You never know, you could like be one of the winners, okay? That's the last thing that I want to add. And the certification as well, okay? Take the certification, like you could finish it in 1 day or two, okay?
Yeah,
So
it's
take
really
the
easy.
certificate, yeah, take the certification and take your certificate, share it on LinkedIn, talk about it, do whatever you want. So yeah, thank you so much. I guess I don't have anything to add.
Yeah, thank you so much, Firas, for your presentation. Thank you, David, for hosting this session. I don't know if you have anything that you want to add.
No, that's great. Thank you, everyone. As we were saying, I'll send an email around with these different links. So if you didn't copy them from the Zoom chat, that's fine. Look for an email that will go out to everybody who signed up to the meetup. And then, yeah, if you have any other questions, you can certainly join the LFDT community. And there are people there involved with the Hiero project who are happy to answer questions about the code. And yeah, thanks for everybody attending today.
Thank you so much, guys. It's a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much,
Pleasure to be
guys.
with you. Thank
See you
you.
All right.
soon.
Thanks, y'all.